Okay, Paramore is back with their third full-length album called Brand New Eyes, and first off, they released All We Know Is Falling back in 2005, which was more of a melodic indie pop rock album. And then they went on in 2007 to release Riot, which was more of a big pop rock sounding album. And then finally, they just released the main single off of the Twilight soundtrack. Now, apparently, it seems Paramore can do no wrong, and this is the case once again because this album is amazing. They have never let me down, ever. And to me, this album kind of reminded me of a mixture between All We Know Is Falling and Riot. It definitely had its share of All We Know Is Falling type of songs, like Turn It Off, Feeling Sorry, All I Wanted. Those kind of had those probably could have been placed on All We Know Is Falling and would have fit perfectly on there, but also sounding amazing on this album as well. And also, there are a lot of songs that could have been on Riot. For example, like Ignorance or Looking Up. Also, Careful. Those songs also could have fit on Riot. So this album tends to have a mix of both sounds, but also there's a lot of new sounding stuff on this album, which one could say it could be a more mature album, and I would agree with that to a certain extent, because when people say bands are about to put a mature album out, it's usually, oh no, but not this time, not this case. For example, there are songs like Misguided Ghosts and The Only Exception. Those are more of a slower ballady type songs that Paramore haven't really covered yet. I mean, there were songs off All We Know Is Falling that were more ballady, and there was that one song off of Riot, but those were ballady, but they were still more of the rock sounding ballady, but these were straight up ballads. The Only Exception was really acoustic-y sounding, but then it kind of builds up to the end. But I could definitely see a lot of girls and guys using this song as their MySpace message or their Facebook message and whatnot. And there's also Misguided Ghosts, which had more of a folky, summer campy vibe, really different, but really cool at the same time. I personally thought that this album should have ended with Misguided Ghosts, and then have All I Wanted, which is the last track, come at track 10, and then Misguided Ghosts at 11. I think it would have just ended the album kind of a haunty, melodic vibe, which would have been kind of cool. But still, album ended cool anyways. This album is very good musically. The guitar work, the drumming, the bass is just amazing. Hayley's voice sounds ridiculous on this album. We always knew she could sing, but on tracks like All I Wanted and Brick by Boy and Brick, you definitely hear her vocals shine. I love some of the heavy songs like Careful, amazing. Ignorance, of course, everybody's heard, really, really, really good. My favorite song off this album, Looking Up, which is the pop punkish sounding song I think I've ever heard by them. And it seems Chad Gilbert is rubbing off on Hayley and the band, which is quite cool. My favorite. And the lyrics on this album are very, very, very good. Very personal, it seems. Songs like Playing God, Looking Up, Careful, The Only Exception are really, 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 really good lyrically. Love it. Production values on this sound really rich and really strong. It sounds really, really good. I love this album so much. I wish there was actually a few more songs on this, but you know, it seems that they're staying put on 11 songs per album, which is fine by me. I think this CD is definitely gonna take Paramore to the next level. I've read a lot of reviews and people's comments saying that it doesn't have the hooks like it did on Riot or or like I previously said before, it's a lot more mature, and maybe some people won't like that, but I don't know how people can say that, because pretty much every song on this album could be a hit single. That is true. And I don't really have any negatives about this album. I think every single song is amazing. I think the pacing is really good. Like I said, the only thing maybe I would have done is put All I Wanted as track 10 and maybe Misguided Ghost at track 11. My favorite songs on this album are Careful, because this album opens up with that and it's just powerful, really strong, would just knock your socks off, really, really good. Looking Up, like I mentioned before, is amazing. Playing God is so good. It kind of starts off like it's going to be maybe a mid-tempo slower song, but it just doesn't. It's just, the verses are so good. The chorus is probably one of the best choruses on this album, and the lyrics are so witty, so good. Love it. Yeah, so probably Careful, Playing God, and Looking Up are my favorites right now, but that could change because I just got this album and I've only listened to it twice, actually 1.5 times. But really, really good. You should definitely pick this up. You can get it anywhere. It's pretty much $9.99 everywhere. I know they have it for like $10 at Target, Best Buy, Hot Topic. Not FYE. Don't go to FYE. Don't get it there. Really good. The packaging is pretty cool. I never really have the CD around to show you, but you know, it's got the band behind there. The lyrics are in here, which is a great thing. Definitely pick this up. 5 stars. If I could give it a 6, I'd give it a 6. It's a 5. So guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about the album. Let me know what your favorite songs are, your least favorite songs, what you didn't like about the album. Just hit me up in the comments.
But it's always not my fault, 'cause you know we're not the same. We're not the same.